So I have been meaning to do a journal entry like once a week, and I didn't end up doing that. Recently I feel like it's been more than a week. So I've been honestly feeling really depressed. But like not really, really depressed, just more like I haven't really wanted to do anything and I feel kind of stuck. Um, my cat is in the room I'm in, but it's silly because she's like sleeping in an area that she was sleeping yesterday, and I didn't notice she was there until the blanket started moving because she's just so good at hiding. And it's just really cute. She like crawls under the blanket that's like under, it's like on top of a chair. Um, but anyways, I did start reading this, Marina Abramovic's memoir. Um, it says I'm on page 46, although the pages aren't really numbered correctly. That really bothers me. Does that bother most people that like they're not really numbered correctly? Or maybe they are in this book. Okay. So, I guess I am on page 46. Um and I really like it. Like I thought I would like it because I really think Marina Abramovic is like a very very I don't know, interesting person, and I felt like she was a very unique person in a way that I would really like reading what she has to say about the world. And I kind of do want to do a video about it or talk about it more later when I can kind of like maybe write maybe more of like a thesis on it, or I don't know. I don't really, I guess I kind of just want to talk about specific parts I like or specific quotes I like. Um, but it just makes sense, honestly. Like a lot of her early childhood and stuff, she just was kind of experiencing things that were kind of traumatic, or even things that were kind of self imposed on herself that were dramatic, that I think it makes sense that she ended up doing the intense art that she was doing. Um, and I don't know, I want to write down notes on why I like it so much, but like um, every page I've um, lined down different quotes that I've really liked. Um, and yeah, I have love for her, and I like this a lot so far. Um, I kind of just wish I had more to say about it at the moment because I feel like there's a lot I would like to say about her. Um, I find her work to be inspiring. It's not stuff I would like do, but I still find it like inspiring um, in ways that are like really, really hard to describe at the moment. Um, I've kind of decided that maybe I'll start learning Irish or Icelandic or maybe both because I was learning Scottish Gaelic for like years now and I don't have a grip on it. Like, I feel like I can't speak like actual Gaelic, like practically at all. And it's because of a series of reasons. Like, it's not just one reason that I struggle to speak it. It's like the pronunciation's really hard, which I think with Irish that'll be kind of the same thing. But there's just been times where I take forever to like learn more, like months, because I got distracted by something, or it's like hard to describe. There was a few times where I definitely lost steam, even though I was like obsessed with it when I first started learning. I know Irish is a lot like Gaelic. Irish Gaelic is a lot like Scottish Gaelic. But that's why I like it, is because I still like Scottish, but I think I like Irish possibly more. I like the spelling possibly more. It might be semi easy for me to get into. And then Icelandic is a language I've kind of wanted to learn for a long time because I find it interesting, and I mean, I think Iceland just seems like a beautiful place to visit. I mean, I don't know. I really like the idea of learning Icelandic. I like the idea of using Icelandic and Gaelic slash Gaelic in art forms. The problem is I feel like many people would say that that's in a way just cultural appropriation, or it's kind of tacky or something. But like, I don't know. I really think it would help me if I made art that involved those languages and stuff like that. Um, and I used to really love learning it, so I'm just kind of frustrated that I have practically given up because every time I try, I don't know where to start or what to do. But I find the concept of learning different languages or knowing different languages to be really fascinating. Um, I was recently watching a show called Heated Rivalry, which I feel like kind of silly bringing up, but I mean, I liked it way more than I thought I would. It takes a lot for me usually to watch a show, but I just kept seeing clips of it and was like, that's cute. And some of my favorite YouTubers, Dan and Phil, were talking about it. I normally don't watch YouTubers like Dan and Phil. I usually watch more like random video essays, but anyways, like nonfiction stuff. But they were talking about it, and then I saw cute clips from it, and I was like, okay, whatever. And it actually kind of meant a lot to me in a weird way. Like, I have seen plenty of other gay shows and stuff, and I've never really been hit with that because I think for me, I am queer, but I've pretty much always like accepted my sexuality like as a bi person. Like I'm kind of like whatever, that's not that big of a deal to me. But I think there was other aspects of my sexuality that I don't really like to dwell on, or like they stress me out. There's parts of my sexuality that have given me kind of a lot of psychological issues um that I feel like I can't really talk about on camera just because it's like too personal. Um but there's definitely certain elements of my sexuality that this like helped kind of assuage, like things that helped me feel better about, more therapeutic about. I mean, there's like the obvious stuff, like that it's really, really well acted and really, really well directed. I mean, the characters are like totally comfort characters. And I mean, for me, like, I really liked that Shane was autistic because, like, I'm diagnosed with autism. I didn't really notice that he was autistic, but then when I heard he was, I had kind of mixed feelings on it because, one, I can hardly tell, but I think I liked it because it kind of reminds me of someone I know who has autism, who, when you first meet him, you might not think that at all, but then the more you get to know him personally, the more it's like, oh, yeah, like it makes sense why you struggle with all these things and everything like that. So, kind of, um, but I love that show. Like it was really good and I'm going to watch it again. I think because I've been on like a mood stabilizer that kind of helps assuage my autistic issues, I kind of realized more and more things about me that I'm like, oh, that is actually autism and that wasn't normal that I was, you know, having these issues where I was like going to a grocery store feels like it takes years off my life, and issues of like literally like never proper being able to make friends, and issues of there was another one I just barely thought about but then forgot of like an issue I've always had that I'm like, yeah, that's like a really shitty issue that I shouldn't have to deal with. I'm trying to show myself like more empathy because I've spent years like feeling so angry at myself like all the time, like literally every day. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm like a pretty nice person and I'm a pretty innocent person. So I just feel like I need to treat myself the way I would treat like I don't know, like a kitten. Like, I'm so sweet to animals. Like, I will have so much anxiety if I think an animal is in pain, or like even if an animal is just kind of uncomfortable. And then for myself, I'm just mad at myself all the time, even though I didn't even do anything wrong. But I think even my autism medication has helped with that as well. Um, and I guess I wanted to say that I think just the characters in Heated Rivalry being so, I don't know, it's like hard to even describe. Like, I feel like I should write it down, but at the same time I feel like most of it I can't really talk about anyways. But them just being so like accepting about, like, yes, they do have some shame about their sexuality, at least Shane does, but he's so accepting, I think, of the fact that he likes to have sex the way he likes to have sex. In a way, like the way it's talked about and stuff feels very like the fact that he only wants to bottom, like, is just very, it felt very therapeutic to hear coming from a man, I guess, because see, like, it's, then we get into like territory where I don't know if I should be like saying stuff, but like a lot of what they said and did was like very therapeutic to me and very like, I can definitely feel like it's helped me in a weird way that's hard to describe with appropriate language. Um, maybe I should like remake the video and talk about it more, but and then I have these like white shoes that are like not really white anymore because I got stuff on them, and I kind of just like the concept of getting something white and then seeing how dirty it gets. Like, but I actually already, I put like blackberries on this one, and it looks like moldy and like stuff, but it's not. It's just blackberries, and I love the color blackberries like leave on things, like this purplish, like gray color, bluish color. It's just really pretty. Um, I've been really struggling to know like what to do with my time this week. I think I need to start planning out my journals a little better because I meant to write down like details and ideas and stuff on things I wanted to talk about or whatever, and I didn't because I've just been so emotionally and physically tired for no reason. It's just my personality, and I don't know. The cat Pumpkin, I don't know if I've made an update on her. So the cat that we had in that was like a stray cat, but we were like trying to take care of her. We brought her over to the new house and put her in the shed, and she took so long to get used to like being with us again, but she actually eventually is letting us pet her again. It's just really sad because she's like scared of like everyone and everything, and I'm sure life is really scary for her. And we've thought about incorporating her into our household with our cat, but it's just hard because our cat does not like other cats. But I feel like it's one of those things where she'd probably technically be happier if she had a cat friend. She just doesn't know that yet. She's been acting so antsy at night and stuff, like just whining a lot and stuff like that. And it's just really frustrating when I'm trying to sleep because, like, I want to go help her, but I'm like so tired. But then, like, even sometimes I will go and help her, but I don't even know what she wants. I don't even think she wants me. She wants, I don't know really what she wants. She's like whining over things I can't really see. Like sometimes she'll look out the window and whine a lot, and I'm like, I literally don't see what you're talking about. There was one day where a cat came up to the window and literally just like looked in the window at her, and she was whining about it. Normally she hisses, but she didn't hiss this time, so I don't know if she's just getting more calm about other animals or um there was one book in this book that was mentioned that was called like Letters Summer 1927 or something like that. Um about three different writers that are all, it was nonfiction, and it was like writers that all wrote each other poems and letters and other stuff like that. And kind of, even though they lived in completely different countries, like kind of loving each other through the letters. And I got my mom to order that for me because I immediately was like, Marina likes this book and it sounds really interesting. So I want to try reading it. I'm trying to read at least 10 pages a day, but I usually like go over. It's more just kind of at least trying to do 10 just to make sure I do at least some. I haven't been making enough art. Like, I made this, which isn't even good or anything. It's like squares made out of certain colors I like, and like I'm gonna do color on top of color until it like looks kind of interesting. And then I thought about, there was something I was gonna do with this, but it's not necessarily interesting, or I don't know. But yeah, I've been feeling like I don't really want to do anything. Like, I've been wanting to go visit Oregon, but I have just been feeling like it's so hard to plan that out, and I'm worried about leaving my cat. I worry so much about leaving my cat. Like, I don't want her to be sad and lonely, and I mean, I'll only be gone a few weeks or something, but I just miss Oregon so much, and I just, I want to go visit, but I'm just struggling with planning because part of me is like almost agoraphobic right now, or I don't know, like I just want to be inside the house, but I'm like depressed and I just feel flat, and I don't know. I'm just afraid of not accomplishing anything with my life, but like I mean that in the sense of like not feeling enough pleasure or not like accomplishing things that make me feel good, because I feel like most of my life I've felt pretty bad. So I'm just afraid of like not getting to the point where I'm like, my life is my life and I get to make decisions based on what I personally want all of the time. It's not that anyone's forcing me to do anything, it's just hard to do what I need to do. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say about Heated Rivalry is one of my favorite scenes is the scene where he speaks Russian to Shane when Shane doesn't know what he's saying. There's something so beautiful about that. Like, there was something so beautiful about that scene. But I think also, I love that the actor, I don't normally go behind the scenes to learn things about the actors, but I found out that he learned Russian for the show. And I'm like, that's so impressive. And people apparently say he's really, really good at it. And Russian's definitely an interesting one. I wish I could just like learn every language as like a hobby. But then I'm like, it took me so long to even learn like one language and it wasn't proper at all. So like, definitely not going to learn Russian anytime soon. But I thought that was kind of beautiful. I love the idea of being with someone who speaks a different language and then like learning from them. Or obviously I don't expect them to teach me everything, but you know, just it's something, there's something nice about that. And there's even like things about Heated Rivalry that I didn't really fully understand until I saw other people talk about it, which isn't usually the case, because even though I can be pretty bad at taking in media and like feeling it and interpreting it, normally if it's something I like, I'm really good at interpreting it and I'm really good at just being obsessed with it and knowing everything about it. But I think like I heard a lot of perspectives on Heated Rivalry that were actually really smart and good, and made me understand scenes I originally didn't fully understand. But to be fair, I'd only seen it one time, and I think it wasn't like pay attention to every scene intensely type watch. But But there's things I've learned about it since then that made me go, oh, that's like so good. Like so good writing wise and so good acting wise. And I plan on watching it again so that I can fully understand everything. And I mean, I think I just felt like comfort from the show due to like kind of accepting certain parts of my sexuality more. Accepting that like I don't know, I really don't know how to talk about it without saying something like possibly not good to say. But I've been trying to feel better again, like kind of better, and know when I want to go to Oregon. Um, like I haven't really even done much this week, except the things I've like already said. Like I really don't think I've done like I saw my brothers yesterday. That was kind of good. My brother talked to me about One Piece because it's like his favorite show. There is this lady we met recently who has a shop in a town next to ours, and we went there, and we like she told me well, I don't know, I don't want to say anything too personal about her, but she's very nice and she has a very interesting shop. I got some I got some black gloves from her shop. Like, let's see. I think they might be in here. Like these. So her shop was kind of the type of cutesy shop I can imagine certain Gen Z people liking, or obviously older people can like it too. But I had wanted to go into the shop for a long time, but I was afraid it was kind of like, one, I don't like to be too consumeristic and buy new things, but two, I don't know. I I do like it. I did like the shop. Um, and I think they look pretty good. I thought about giving them just to my partner because he likes gloves and he likes fingerless gloves, and I think we're gonna share them. Um, and then so yeah, I saw my brothers yesterday, and that was pretty good. And then today, me and my partner had like a really long, kind of frustrating day where, well, I shouldn't say that. It was kind of, we went to like a thrift store that was really anxiety inducing to go into, and it was his idea, not mine. Even though he usually doesn't like thrift stores, and that was like really anxiety inducing. And then just went and got medications. So yeah, I wish that I felt a little more chill, but I feel like I'm making this video because I feel like I need to make a video every week for journal purposes, because journaling through writing has been really hard for me recently. But I kind of wanted to talk about those things, and I feel like I didn't fully get everything out, but it's what came to mind right now. I think I'll try to be better and write down everything I feel next time, or things I want to get out. So yeah, sounds good.